are about to attend a speed dating event in Los Angeles.
Plot twist, no men showed up because they're trash.
Never been speed dating.
And I also am worried that like the people are gonna be weirdos.
5 slots left for the girls, but surprisingly there are a lot more slots left for the guys.
Okay, if you're from here, not from here, moved here, just visiting, the women are asking for y'all.
You can make out with somebody, but you don't need no man or a woman.
Woke discrimination in dating should not be tolerated. Also, who wouldn't want this?
If you don't have a man, clap your hands.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now I got another one for you today, but we're gonna get into this because right now singles events are happening and women are trying to push this. They're trying to push this promise to the woman that you can still get the man you want, and they tell them to do this with rose-colored glasses on. And you're gonna see the dilemma on how some women believe that they still can get the man they want, that they painted, and they're going to see how that's truly a lie.
Live from the Parkhouse bathroom, we're going to a speed dating event because I sent my friend Allie a speed dating invite, thinking it was board game speed dating, thinking it was going to be a joke, and we would just both like it and say we should go, and then never actually go. And immediately she said, "I bought a ticket," so here we are. We have no idea what to expect. I expect to lose. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win all of speed dating. I'm in the board game. I don't have a bag for it because I felt like the bag ruined the look, and I'm now realizing the microphone also does ruin the look.
Hello, we are about to attend a speed dating event in Los Angeles. They signed me up for it. We're gonna go. We're feeling a little, how can you say it? Excited. Really? Here we go.
For the plot. For the plot. Plot twist, no men showed up because they're trash in LA. No men and literally, all of these hot girls.
Are you sure about that?
So, I'm dating a girl. Bye.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm a director and producer, and just overall bad.
Period. Period, period, period.
Update, we just left.
The came through. It was just everywhere.
But we loved it.
All of our friends were there. Yeah. And that's what we love about LA, is that you know all your friends.
And it was a networking event and a friendship event. And now I have 800 new besties. So, that's all.
Loves it.
Bye.
So they're going out to events and getting 800 new besties. And I saw something a little while ago, about a couple weeks ago, that showed men how they feel. And it's truthful because men do feel this way. I felt this way. Before I found my wife, I felt this way. I no longer dated. The reason why I no longer dated, it didn't make sense. Living in the land of the modern woman in New York, they want everything. And it's not just no, they want a little bit. When you're in New York and places like where they're from, LA, they want everything. That's why men haven't showed up.
I'm looking for a man in finance with trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. Finance, trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes.
You're getting dressed for a dating event. Playing the song Looking for a Man in Finance. Trust fund. 6'5", blue eyes. That's the issue. It truly is. Look at this.
My plans for this weekend fell through, so I myself to go speed dating tonight. I've never been speed dating, but we've all talked about it a few times and you guys have recommended it, so I'm going to give it a crack.
Let me pause it right there. This is why guys aren't going. I'm not trying to play her. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be all the way real. This right here, she feels like she's probably like a 7 because girls have told her that. Oh, don't matter if you're fat, you're a 7. And she's going to act that way. And so a guy that may be a Chad goes to a dating event and she's gonna be on his face. Where you going, baby? Come dance with me. Dodging bombs. And then women like this are expecting, yes, expecting to find a man. But let me let her talk.
I'm in the moment telling you this. I'm at gym. I'm going to go home, get ready, probably shave my legs. Does anyone have any tips for speed dating? I have no expectations. I have no idea what it's going to be like. Oh man, I don't think... I went tour last weekend in Stanthorpe and it was 17 kilometres. And my bout is, look at this beautiful Brizzy view. Cracker of a day. It's going to be a good day.
She is trying. I give her that. She's trying, but still, they expect to push that on you.
Not to be dramatic, but I'm going on my first ever speed dating event tonight. Yeah, I'm so nervous, excited. I don't know. I didn't even know speed dating events actually happen in real life. I feel like I've only seen them ever like on TV. Not Love is Blind, Love on the Spectrum. That's literally, I feel like, all I know about speed dating events, but I guess they're having one in my city. I was like, F it, and I signed up, and it's tonight. So I'm getting ready. I'm like the biggest advocate for like going on dates. I love first dates, like I love dating, but something about a speed dating situation, either I'm gonna thrive or it's gonna be horrible, and I don't think there's gonna be any in between. I also am worried that like the people are gonna be weirdos. Not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, and like it's hypocritical because like, you know, I'm like, oh my god, who's going to a speed dating event? Like you must be pretty desperate. And I'm like, oh, gagged myself. You're going to a speed dating event. The call is coming from within the house. The pot is calling the kettle black. Like, I'm cool. And I'll be there. So maybe there will be a silly, goofy boy that's similar to me. And it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd give it a shot. Versus a guy that's like, I want to meet my wife. You know, I don't want that vibe. I don't want a guy that feels...
Hold up. So I got to stop her right there. Because a lot of guys feel that way. A lot of guys, well, guys aren't showing up, but they would be going there to probably find a woman that's willing to be their wife. Why are guys taking dating more serious than women nowadays? Because that's probably why. That's most definitely why guys aren't going to these things. You heard her? I don't want to find a guy that's like, I'm trying to take things serious. Meanwhile, this woman's like 30. If she's not, she needs to start going to the gym, definitely. Meanwhile, you're like 30. I don't want any guy taking things serious. And that's why you're going to a speed dating event now. No man. It's crazy, guys. These are the things she's saying while preparing for a speed dating event.
The need to go to speed dating events, like his last resort type thing. I want a guy that's just kind of like, like, why not? That's my guy. So I'm hoping 1 out of 40 of the men that are there are like that. It's funny. Well, not really funny.
Hold up. I gotta stop it. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. I'm not gonna stop anymore. I'm hoping this is one of the 1 in 4 guys that feel they deserve to be there. What guy is that? She's looking for the Chads and Tyrones. And they wonder why guys aren't going anymore. She said it. She said it herself. I want the guy that feels he shouldn't be there. Like, why my hair? That's what men started doing. I'm not going. You're looking for that same guy. All of the women there are scanning the room, looking for Chad. Sad, but true. Men have figured it out.
It's funny. Well, not really funny, haha, but I mean, it makes sense. The girls could just apply. You basically just applied with like your name, email, age, Instagram handle, whatever. I just had to like apply and like actually attach their LinkedIns and make sure, I guess, that they're not like losers and scrubs.
I wonder why they left.
So that's really nice. But I'm also just wondering if they're gonna be, I don't know if that's my vibe. I'm obviously anxious. I'm an anxious girly, so I had to look up any videos or anything I could find on the speed dating event from like past sessions or like past times they've done it. I think they just started it. I watched a video and all the girlies were dressed up. Like, not like what I would just wear on a first date, like maybe jeans with a cute heel and a cute top. The girlies were wearing dresses and like the guys were wearing like jackets and suits kind of. And I'm like, oh, Okay, so I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet, and I have to leave in like an hour. So that's great. I think I'm gonna do a little updo moment. I just feel more confident with an updo. I don't like people getting access and knowing that I have a bob. That's like a second date type thing for me, because when I wear my hair up, it honestly, you can't tell if my hair is long or short, and I don't need anyone discriminating against short hair. You know they do. You know they do. Expectations are really low, which I feel like they have to be for any type of, you know, dating scenario nowadays. But what a meet cute story would it be if I ended up meeting someone? Not saying I will, but like how funny of a story that would be. It would be so good. But like, she's on her way over. We're gonna get ready together, have a little, you know, drink ahead of time. It starts at 6, and I guess from like 6 to 6:30 is just like signing in, you know, getting your name tag or whatever, maybe having a little drinky drink, and then you date each person for like 5 minutes, and then you switch and date however many people are there. And then I think you have another little like break. This is your sign. Who cares? Life is fake. Like, it's so silly goofy. We'll probably go out after. But yeah, you get to get dressed up, have a little drink, talk to some people. Love it. Why is it low-key giving like Bridgerton vibes? Like, why do I want to be named the diamond of the season? I want every mother there to put yes next to my name when they go on a date with me. I want to be the most sought after potential partner. The fact that everyone's like wearing dresses, like, no, it's literally Bridgerton. Why are we looking for our suitors? The guys are peacocking. I promise you that's not like an ego thing. I'm just a Libra. Anyways, I'll debrief with you guys later for sure. And I'm gonna go pick out my outfit, maybe in a different video. Love you!
Nightmare. All I have to say, nightmare.
So my friends are going speed dating tonight, and I came up with some questions that I think they should ask on their dates. Question 1. What do you keep your thermostat at? I think it's really important to know what temperature someone keeps their thermostat at, because for me, it controls so much more than just being hot or cold. I get really like aggravated when I'm hot. Question 2. Do you think everyone should have rights? And this is like saying everything without saying anything at all. Like, however they can answer this question however they want. Like, if they're like, oh yeah, everyone should have rights. Boring. I want you to say most should have rights except for like pedophiles and abusers. You know, like that would really like seal the deal. Like, this is good man, Savannah. Question number 3. When's the last time you spoke to your mother? And I also feel like this question can't, no, it can be a deal breaker. Because if they're like, I haven't spoken to that in years, then like, oh, okay. But if they're like, you know, we have a great relationship. It was really tumultuous in the beginning, but, you know, the older I get, the more I understand it. You know, like, they could really go off with this one. So, and it shows, like, how they are with, like, maternal figures in their life or, you know, just women in general.
Now, from what you noticed there, right? Her not even going to the event. Her friends are going. And she's developing questions for her friends. She's vicariously living life through other women. Like, you not have a man in your own. And then you're making these plans in your head. And then years later, still single. Your friends going to the single event have your same mindset in mind. Still single. How old are you? Probably around 30 years old, 35 years old. Still single. Anybody else any issue here? It's like the single apocalypse happening.
How a man treats their mom is really important. Question number 4. How long have you known your closest friend? And I think this one is really important because it shows that they have the ability to keep close connections and have like a community outside of you, like for their emotional needs. Bonus points if the friend passed away. It's not funny. Bonus points if the friend passed away and they like speak about them in like high regard. This shows their ability to like honor the deceased. Question number 5. Do you like waking up every day? I actually think this is like the most important question because this shows if like they're motivated and enjoy their life. I don't know if you've ever been with someone who like hated living, but it's very emotionally taxing, and this is like very like cut and dry. Like, you don't need to be with someone who doesn't like waking up in the morning. And the last question, how do you feel about wallpaper? I think this question like doesn't really matter, but it does show if they have an interest in like interior design at all. Like if they're like, no opinion, then like you're gonna live in a girl house, and like who doesn't want to do that? But if they're like really excited and they're like, oh yeah, like then you're gonna have to be co-decorating with a man, and whether you like that or not is up to you.
She wants a man that's like a woman. Men are naturally not like that. But let me see what more men have to say. Let me let some men tap into this.
You ask yourself, why do high value men don't attend brunch events? Because we're doing things like podcasts at this hour. We're stacking our paper. We're thinking of ideas to build revenue streams. That's all we're thinking about. What is our next revenue stream? What can I do to develop myself to benefit my career? What are the things that I need to do to better myself so I can be a high value, continue to either become a high value man or continue to be high value?
And that's what guys are thinking about. How can I get that money, right? While they're building their homes and blowing their money, and men are investing at dealing with investment properties. It's a much different mindset, and they truly don't see it.
I was actually talking about this with some guys the other day. I man them. Why don't we like go out with each other? And I said, obviously, I know we go on nights out and stuff, but I mean, you have the girls out here, they're going on brunches, they're going on lunch, they're going on, nice little dinners, you know what I mean? Like, unless it's like someone's birthday or something, we're not really doing that. Why are we not doing that? And do you know what, yeah? Do you know what sparked this video that I'm doing right now? Because there's another thing. Why don't we gas each other? Why don't we gas each other? Literally, it could be girls who post a video on TikTok and you have girls who don't even know her being like, you're so beautiful. As they should. Man, them, where's it at, man? Where's it at? We ain't out here buying each other gifts. We ain't out here getting each other, flowers. Okay, maybe that's a bit of a stretch. In fact, ladies, that's also a thing. Like, them just don't receive anything. What's happening? This is 2022. We need to change some things.
There was a study called from the Pew Center Research conducted a study that said 63% of men under age 30 would rather stay home and watch porn than go on a date. Men said they are getting their needs met without having to go on a date. Would men rather stay single than be with a woman is the question.
That's what they're saying, pretty much.
63% of men.
I think they're cheap.
Yeah, they just ain't got no money.
They don't have money, which you should get your money up before you start dating. So it is cheaper to sit home and beat your meat than actually go out and find actual women to hang out with.
That's a sad reality.
I disagree.
Why? What do you think?
Is it less of a headache to have to deal with a woman or something?
There it goes. Like, it's a headache. Now I gotta take you out. I gotta hear what you had to tell your whole day.
That's why you take out people you actually like, and then you don't feel that.
Yeah, but then I gotta get to know you first to like you, right?
Yeah.
So how do I get to know you?
Call them.
So you rather hand?
Hey, listen, I'm married.
Hey, you always gotta say. Okay, so if you wasn't married,
I'd probably beat him by me at 100 miles an hour.
And there you have it. Simply that. Simple, to the point, whatever it takes to get it done. Whatever the mission is, we're going towards that mission, right? We're not doing songs and dances to make things look pretty. We're charging forward. That's what guys got to do. At the end of the day, if a guy wants to see accomplishments in his life, wants to see success happen, he has to charge for it.
So a few days ago, I sent out an email to everyone who submitted the form and we're almost sold out for the first event. There are literally only 5 slots left for the girls, but surprisingly there are a lot more slots left for the guys. So girls, hurry up, and where my guys at? Get your tickets right now.
No matter what, no matter where, no matter what community, it's happening.
For anyone who is single in Chicago, I'm hosting a dating event where every man who is invited has to be vouched by a woman in his life. So if you know a single eligible bachelor man, please submit their information in my bio so I can invite them. And I'll invite the girlies and hopefully people find the love of their life.
So she wants... she's pretty much looking for the chats to be verified by a woman. That's pretty much a woman that they're probably banging, right? so they can all have him. That's wild. That's what they want to go. She said it. She said it clear as day. And then they wonder why they're not going. They wonder why guys are not going. She said it. You heard that? That was her Instagram post. All right. Give me the Chaz that you're banging, ladies. I'm not going to say it, but everyone knows I'm saying it. It's crazy. They're not going to know. They're not going to know, Rebecca. Crazy. It's nuts. Like, insane. That's what you just said. Someone that another woman can confirm smashed. Or a guy that's the thrill of another woman's life. Because if another woman don't like him, we don't want him. Crazy.
Men in Houston, this is for you. I don't care if you're from here, not from here, moved here, just visiting. The women are asking for y'all. Like, all I can do is provide the vibes. We do have men here, but the ratio is majority women. I'm not going to lie to y'all. So, pull up.
She wants men in Houston to pull up to her event. And I think guys have awakened from that. I'm just going to be real. With the latest debacle that we saw that happened in Houston, I think guys are better off trying to do that. We all saw it, right, on social media. The latest thing that happened in Houston. And look who mentioned the dating event. Wonder Woman was probably a part of that debacle. This is nuts. It is, guys. I'm not trying to just, everything is bad. It's true. The same woman of the same vernacular trying to get guys to come out to an event in Houston. After Houston had that big problem with their events where people were going crazy and the STDs running rampant. Yeah, guys, come sign up for this. Come on. Come sign up. It's crazy. Yeah, so during our singles walk and mingling events, they chose. Let's keep playing this. Let's keep this one playing. They chose to show the one guy walking in the back with the rest of these single women. They show the two guys in the back, right? And a whole bunch of single old ladies walking. That's wild. They show the one guy right there, the one guy right there, and the rest of the single woman you see walking in the line in the back.
I'm 30, I'm single, I have no kids, and I really sometimes I'm like, is this what this I'm Barbie? I'm Barbie. Hi Barbie. I get to do whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want to. I don't have anybody to answer to. If I want to go spend $1,000 and get my lips done, I can. If I want to not show up to work for a week and go to France, I can. If I decide that I want to save all my money and buy myself Barbie's dream house, I get to do that. Don't let people tell you that just because you're single or just because you don't have a family or just because you don't have kids or because you don't have, like, whatever your circumstances are, don't let that be a reason why you're not happy, dude. Your life is great. Your life is wonderful. Your life is perfect. It's always working out for you and it's never working against you.
Continuously tell themselves lies. It's getting tiring.
A huge part of reinventing your life around 30 and rediscovering yourself, and especially if you've just had the relationship of your 20s completely fall apart, that we don't talk about that often, is just the sheer enormousness of suddenly being the only one in full control of your life again. And that can be sometimes so paralyzing to suddenly realize that you're not making decisions in the context of somebody else anymore, in the context of another person, another person's career, or the two of you making decisions together. And it's like you have a billion potential choices that you could make, a billion potential outcomes. And how are you supposed to know which one's the right one? How do you know which one is aligned, which one's not? What do you actually want to do? And when was the last time you even asked that question of yourself? It could have been years. For me, it was like 6 years. I remember sitting on the edge of the bed at my mum's house and just thinking, how am I supposed to know what to do when it's just me and I could choose anything? And it being so overwhelming in that way. And I get it. Like, if you're in that at the moment, I feel you so much and I'm sending you so much love. And the way that you get through that is by becoming someone brave enough and courageous enough to just kind of pick something and roll with it and just see what happens. And that's part of the process of reinventing, rediscovering who you are, or who do you want to be, and how do you become that person. Or even if it's not a relationship breakup, to just decide, you know what, I'm 30. For the last 10 years, I've been doing what my parents thought was a good idea or following a career path. But now I want to actually do what I want to do. I want to quit my 9 to 5 and move to Italy and just live in a little village in Italy eating pasta.
You see the last one. Delusional. This woman here, be Barbie. Now this one, go live in Italy. Like, you're 30. You need to be focusing on your main focus right now. These women want to make it seem like that's not your main focus, is maintaining the love of your life. But it is. It is. It's true. Crack down on that. Stop making these pie in the sky men in your head. Say, yeah, it's here. But I'm going to do everything else and just be happy. I'm not happy yet. I'm not happy. Let me see what she got to say. Let me hear her out.
Pasta, and you know, why not? Sometimes that's just the magic. Accepting full responsibility for your life and just being like, you know what, I'm just gonna do whatever. And embrace the beauty and the magic and the messiness of that and run with it. So if this is you right now, trust the process and trust you can just pick something and see what happens. And if it doesn't work out, what's the worst that could happen? It's never actually that bad, I promise you. So just pick something and see what happens. That's the magic.
Just pick something and see what happens. And then the other woman, I can go right now. Build Barbie's dream house. I can't. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't. So, with her friend, her best friend, who's single as well, right? And then showed herself on an island. I don't know what that's about. Showed herself swimming alone. Life's just getting started. At 30, her alone again, traveling. Her at a party. That's all she's doing. She's just wasting her 20s at parties, right? See, this is the wild thing, because white women, they get their man by then, but she messed up. Look, herself again, alone. And it's all to make it feel okay. That's what it is, and it's sad.
Last night I did speed dating in Santa Monica, and I actually didn't get any guys' phone numbers at the end of the night. Really cool fellow single girlies there, and I got their phone numbers. Okay, but I did match with some guys though. At the end of the night, you submit your matches, and then at 11 p.m. I got like 5 emails from the company, and each email is me and one of my matches CC'd together, like we're in corporate America or something. And they basically say, hey, you guys match, here are your emails so you guys can exchange contact info. So it's kind of weird. But I went with my friend, and there were a few girls there who went by themselves. I out for them, like checking in, how's it going? Are you having fun? And a couple of them were really cool. So I was like, look, if you come to this again by yourself, let me know, like we can hang out. One guy did already email me though, and he's like, here's my number. I know this is kind of weird. I just think it's so funny. They don't give you their phone numbers. It's just like, you guys are each copied on me. And he's someone I would genuinely go on a date with. There was like maybe 2 guys I would genuinely go on a date with, and it was fun.
Maybe 2 guys she would genuinely go on a date with. What does that mean? And this is why guys aren't coming, because the same thing the other woman said, you know, girls, give us your best guy. And they want the dating event to be the top of the top guys only. It's sad, but it's true. Not all of them. I'm not saying all, because I'd be lying. I'm not saying all, but most. And that's not good. This is why men have wisened up and decided we need to stop going to these things. We got to stop going.
If you don't have a man, clap your hands. If you don't have a man, clap your hands. If you're single and alone, watch your movies at home. Like me. If you don't have a man, clap your hands.
Part 2 of why men don't come to brunches.
That I got of angry black men dogging us out so bad, saying how we want y'all to pay for stuff and just the lies. If I'm inviting you to a brunch, that means me and my girls already got our tickets and our tables. What do we need your stuff for? What's that little money gonna do? Majority of the women making more money anyway. So why would I care for that? All I said was, we want to hang with y'all. Why I can't say we want to hang with the black men? Why can't the black men come enjoy a brunch with us and chill and just eat and have a good time? You be home by 6 and watch the game. Why would y'all rather choose being with all men? I never seen a world where men be so thirsty to just be with men and not women. And complain when women invite y'all to something. We just want to have a good time with y'all. Why y'all so mad at us? That's so weird. And we the same skin. We supposed to be hanging together anyway, not against each other. It sounds like y'all don't like us. Answer that. Do y'all like black women still? What do we do? Because I know I ain't did no bad stuff to black men. Like, I love black men. I ain't never even dated a white man before. I'm so loyal. I understand that. Please, we just want y'all to hang with us. That's it. Have fun with us. What's wrong with that?
So I saw this creator and she was asking what looked like a really genuine question. So I'm going to go ahead and offer my 2 cents because I really do hope that women get clarification and a better understanding of men. But fellas, if I'm wrong, please feel free to comment below and clarify. Now, there can be tons of different reasons why for her answer, but essentially the question is, why are men not going to brunch to look for women? If you know that there's tons of beautiful women there, it just seems like they would flock there. So why not? I'll give you a couple of different ideas on what I think. Basically, if I wanted to have a serious connection formed, I would likely not be going somewhere with bottomless amounts of alcohol, because it's probably something that's not going to yield a true connection. Now, can I have fun? Sure. But is it really going to be worth all that? Probably not. 2, yes, if I go to brunch, there's going to be tons of beautiful women, but they're all going to be wearing their best in the highest heels with the most glam, their hair done by the gods. I mean, it's going to be a show. If I am a man looking for a true connection, am I going to be going to a pageant where everybody's done up, or am I going to be looking in other places where I might find someone a little bit more real? Also, to be quite honest, as a man in society, they are basically told that anytime a woman is ordering anything within the general vicinity of you, it is your responsibility to pick up the tab. Can you imagine going into a brunch with a huge table full of women and wanting to talk to just one, and then somehow or another being tied into the expectations? Not to mention the judgment. I mean, come on, ladies. It's not like as though we're just like, oh, I wonder where he got his degree. And I'd love to have a conversation and see if he can, stimulate my mind. That's not what's happening. We're wondering what car he drives. You're asking each other how tall is he? How cute is he? How much do you think he made? Where do you think he works? Like, those are not the things that a man looking for a real connection, looking for his wife, is going to want to be involved in. Okay? So I didn't meet my husband at the brunch or any club or anything like that. And you may want to look for other places, because those may be good for you because you're dolled up, but that's not going to necessarily tell a man that you're ready for something serious.
Where are my LA single girlies at? I'm talking to the ones who are happy being single. You know who you are. You love yourself because you know you are already whole and complete. You could date someone. You could hook up with somebody. You could make out with somebody, but you don't need no man or a woman.
You can't make this up.
And this TikTok is for you. I am hosting a meetup on Sunday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Nickel Mine for all of my baddest LA girlies who are single that would like to mix and mingle and maybe date somebody or just get to know some other dope females. And this isn't for the boys because trust me, the men will already be there, and you don't bring sand to the beach.
So I was sitting here thinking to myself, I'm always thinking, but I'm having a singles conference in September, and I'm like, none of my content is focused on singleness, dating, relationships. But then I thought about it, neither is my conference. Like, it's really about maximizing your time in your singleness. Like, literally doing all the things. Traveling, starting businesses, building community, healing, growing, deepening your intimacy with God, exploring new career fields, starting new jobs, quitting jobs, trying all ideas, writing books, like literally all the things that I've done in my singleness to really maximize my time. That's what the conference is focused on. Because I think we focus so much on the reward of marriage, but it's like, what do you do in the in-between time? And marriage is really not a reward. It's a ministry, but that's a whole nother conversation. So if you're in New York City, check the link in my bio or the tri-state area.
This is the one of the latest singles events. Now let me scrolly search through. Went to a singles mixer, and only woman showed up. And this is how they look. Now this is an old one I reviewed before, but no men. And why? Did you hear everything that those two women just said? They talked about what you do with your single, and hey, no men that show up anyway. You're bringing sand to the beach, and the way they spoke on certain things doesn't attract men at all. Doesn't attract men at all. Even this one here. They talked on, what do you call it? They talked on, starting books and all of the masculine things men aren't interested in. Showing they have no desire to ever make themselves a woman for you. They have no desire to ever become feminine. And men are done with it.
Look at this article I found today. The dangerous rise of men who won't date woke women. Pathetic. I know you probably can't tell, but I'm quite woke and very alert to social injustice. Woke discrimination in dating should not be tolerated. Also, who wouldn't want this?
Me?
Oui? I mean, look at these bangs. Are we blind? They're perfect. Come to think of it, I've been single for the past 10 years, ever since I started free bleeding in women's marches. But what kind of man doesn't love that level of confidence? I don't even have that many dating requirements. I mean, he has to be a vegan, obviously, and he must have his pronouns in his bio. He must provide proof of vaccination and all his boosters, and he must wear an N95 mask or equivalent during. But forget about condoms, because that's what abortion healthcare is for. He needs to be okay with the fact that I don't shave any body hair, but he has to be perfectly manscaped with the body of Chris Hemsworth. He also must be okay with the fact that I wear natural deodorant. It doesn't really work, but at least I don't have aluminum seeping into my skin. And last but not least, he must not like video games or sports. So I don't really know what the problem is. I'm a total catch. Did you ever think that maybe it's your attitude? Or maybe it's your irrational list of standards? What do you mean attitude? Also, I don't have to lower my standards for any man or anyone.
Now that right there is it all in a nutshell. That's not 100%, but it's pieces sprinkled in there. And for a lot of guys, those pieces don't equal up to what we see as a woman that's viable or able to take on even taking care of our children or of us. And men have tapped out. And the dating scene is becoming washed because of it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next video.